Evening and welcome to the February 22nd, 2022 regular meeting of the Township Committee. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Asbury Park Press, the Independent, and the Two River Times, and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk Hall on January 7th, 2022. Committeeman Clark.
Here.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Here.
Committeeman Sedembrino. Deputy Mayor Adel.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our constitutions, freedoms, and way of life. The first item on tonight's agenda is a proclamation recognizing February 2022 as Black History Month in Middletown Township. At this time, I'd like to invite John Smack and Anise Hennessy on behalf of the Friends of Cedar View to join Mayor Perry at the front of the room.
Dr. Joel.
I'm sorry.
She's a little bashful. Good thing we're so your head. This one. Oh, just. All right. Well, good evening, everybody. As everyone knows, February is Black History Month, and you know it was only less than a year ago, right? It was last Memorial Day. That I had a true honor in meeting John and the Friends of the Cedar V Cemetery. For those of you who don't know, Cedar V Cemetery is over directly across the street from the Lincoln First Stadium on Earliest Lane. And the Cedar V Cemetery is an African-American cemetery. And, you know, I'm doing this off memory. So, but in around 1850, correct? 1850. A white family, the Crawford family, sold Cedar View Cemetery, what is now Cedar View Cemetery, directly behind St. Leo's Church, to a collection, a group of African Americans, and those plots were then sold for $10 a piece. And now there are several African American soldiers who fought in the Civil War that are buried there. And we thought it was proper and fitting to invite dear friends of mine, especially John, that I've gotten to know over the course of the last year plus, as we rededicated, in all honesty, the Friends of the Cedar View Cemetery had a Memorial Day last year, right after the parade. The chief and I, along with the deputy mayor, several other members of the township committee, went over there and really showed what community involvement means. Because this was a cemetery that was overgrown. Many of the monuments had been knocked over or were too dirty to read. And so for Black History Month, we thought, wouldn't it be perfect to recognize a great nonprofit organization, one that was founded in 2019, but has been officially made a nonprofit in 2019, but for decades has served as a community group that has kept this cemetery, kept its story alive. And Rick Gatkin, who is a dear friend of mine, and I was involved in working to save the Samuel's house out on Sandy Hook, you know, a local historian, who, if he were here tonight, this meeting would go on for about 45 minutes. But a wealth of information and somebody who is, you know, you're very fortunate to have as a group. So I'd love for John or anyone to tell the story of Friends of the Cedar View and what you're all about.
We're related.
We have family that is buried out there on my dad's side and my mother's side. And My brother Rob Chameau has done a lot of research and has identified just about everybody that is buried there. So he's in Nashville, North Carolina, and he doesn't want to make the trip up here. He's content. We grew up here in Seabright, and but actually, John, we have the same relatives
Right.
that are buried there.
And I'm more connected to, as well as the Reeves family. And the Reeves family, the oldest is Charles Reeves, goes back to before 1820. And he's actually born in slavery. So he was actually born a slave. And so he's buried there with his wife, Hannah, and the rest of the family. There's quite a few family members there. And it's I think as you said, it's about 2.5 acres. There's 24 plots there, different family plots. And it's been great. As far as Dr. Joel Zabakis from Month has done a lot of work. He's brought the students over, she brought people together, and she was really big in clearing a lot of that property, getting things going. She was working, she also contacted my Aunt May Edwards, who was also a historian, but also was very interested. Was always showing people, even years ago, he's taking family members and some friends back there and showing them that there's a cemetery. Because people in the area who were living there had no idea it was here. Like, people come now, they still say, we don't know, we didn't know this was ever here, but it was been cleared out, and they said it's worth going by and taking a look. A lot of history here. But thank you very much.
Well, thank you for being here. I know you're back, so you don't, yeah, it's like, but I do want to thank the Friends of the Cedar V for their volunteerism, their dedication, and their commitment to preserving this African-American cemetery, and one that I'm confident will continue to have a very long-lasting and healthy relationship between the Township of Middletown. And I know that there's good things to come that we're working on together to continually enhance the Friends of Cedar V Cemetery. So just very quickly, I'm not going to read all the whereases, but it says, whereas the Friends of Cedar V pay homage to Middletown's past and present day. Cedar V Cemetery is the final resting place of Black Civil War veterans buried there. Cedar V Cemetery was sold in 1850 to 14 African-American men by former slaveholder John Crawford to be used as a burial ground. The cemetery was overgrown and neglected up until November of 2015, when it was finally restored. Friends of Cedar View is a group of family descendants, historians, and citizens who have made it their mission to preserve the cemetery and its history. Whereas Middletown Township wholeheartedly condemns all forms of racism and hate and vows to work towards creating an inclusive community that celebrates diversity. And we follow the guiding principle that when the rights of one individual is threatened, the rights of all people are threatened. And therefore, I, Mayor Tony Perry, and the Middletown Township Commission, do hereby recognize February 2022 and every February going forward as Black History Month in the Township of Middletown. And we encourage the community to join us in celebrating Black accomplishments, uplifting Black voices, and honoring their history. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Nothing like putting her front and center. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We made a swim team. Listen to that presentation. We want to make sure that they heard.
Next, we have a presentation recognizing Middletown High School South Girls Swim Team for the Shore Conference Championship win. At this time, I'd like to invite Coach Denise Skinner and the team to join Mayor Perry in the front of the room.
Got it. Coach.
Nice.
Right.
Thank you so much.
All right, now, come right on down here. Fill it in. Yes, you're on camera. Well, first of all, South Swim, congratulations on a big win. Shore Conference champions. That's what I'm talking about. My favorite part about bringing in different groups of people, especially young people, for championships. I've been fortunate in my tenure as mayor to have quite a few champions sitting in front of me, and I'm very proud that South was able to bring home that championship once again for Middletown. I was getting very good updates, not to embarrass you, but Chief Weber was keeping me fully informed as to everything that was happening. He had sent me the picture, I think, before the final lap had been taken. You were champions already. But it's something to be very proud of, something that Middletown is very proud of, because we've sat here and we've talked about champions and the will of a champion and the will of a winner. And all of you have shown that you have that will, you have that drive. And Coach, congratulations on your leadership of so many young ladies here, and showed them the way on pulling that out, pulling those wins out, understanding that there's going to be tough times, understanding that there's going to be days where you're like, this is killing me, I can't be in the pool again one more day. I mean, one person that I get, aside from Chief Weber, is Deputy Mayor Heibel, whose son's on a swim team. So I understand the driving and distances, and believe me, you do not want him to be a timer for you. Thank God you have a backup timer sitting there. I've learned a lot about that.
Not a nice guy there, right?
But Middletown is very proud of you. And I have certificates for all of you. But I want to congratulate all of you. The president and the former president of the school board are both here, Frank Capone. You good? What's going on? I was getting it. All right, let's go. Double time.
Walking slow, huh? Mr. Athlete there.
He acts like he swam, 300 laps or something. But you all should be very proud of yourself. This is something that you're going to remember for a long time, something that you're going to carry yourself as you continue to grow, as you continue in this sport. It's something that I hope you all got to relish in that victory, and really feel it, and know that next year, take it again, keep going, keep that drive alive, and keep that fight alive. Coach, I don't know if you want to say anything.
It's been a remarkable season, as I've told you guys a million times, and I want to thank the parents, because if it wasn't for the parents, I wouldn't have this team. And it's like you said, getting them back and forth to all meets.
It was all excellent time.
But I couldn't be more proud. I mean, every girl worked so hard this season, not only to be with the short conference, but won our division. So it was a very successful season this year. So I'm proud of each and every one of you.
So on behalf of the Township Committee, I have certificates for all of you that your coaches have. The Township of Middletown congratulates Middletown High School South Girls Swim Team athletes on winning the Shore Conference Girls Swimming Championship for the first time in the past 5 years of your school's history. The immeasurable amount of commitment, drive, and passion you have dedicated to earning this title is inspiring, and we encourage you to keep diving into your dreams and making a splash in this world. I love to have those puns under my nose. I did sign all these already, so you would have thought I was. But Tara loves to throw those in there. So, ladies, congratulations. Enjoy this victory, all right? Thanks for coming in.
Oh, jeez. What?
And by the way, I told, the former captain, I think of the South, men's swimming, that if he came in his Speedo today, if he's still fit in his Speedo, I would resign as the mayor immediately and allow him to take it over. He did not take that on, so Committeeman Clark, you missed an opportunity there.
I wore my
I
suit.
think we actually all benefited, but, you know.
They put it on the other side just to,
Sure.
you know, just looking at scissors, I hate it. Winners.
Mom's dad, if you want to come on closer.
Work out for your side. Just need it.
It's okay, they haven't figured out that you can text them and say that's you. All right, Lee, congratulations, all right. Congrats. All right, let's do this.
Too much time in the chlorine.
No.
Hey, Tara. Splash, solid, diving into success, splashing into the future.
I loved it. It's great. I really
I
did.
just didn't ask anyone to prove me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she assumed that I did.
Yeah.
Okay, Karen.
The next item on tonight's agenda is the approval of minutes for the January 18th, 2022 meeting, the regular meeting, and the February 7th, 2022 workshop meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Howell,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion approved to approve minutes. The next item on tonight's agenda is a public hearing of proposed ordinance 2022-3330, an ordinance amending chapter 41 of the Code of the Township of Middletown, governing officers of the fire department of the Township of Middletown.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2022-3330?
Hands raised.
Once again, any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2022-3330? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Howell,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion to approve this ordinance on second and final reading. Next ordinance is 2022-3331, an ordinance authorizing vacation of a portion of Texas Avenue within the township of Middletown.
Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment on public ordinance number 2022-3331?
Any hands?
Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve this ordinance on second and final reading. Next on the agenda is the introduction of proposed ordinance 2022-3332, an ordinance amending chapter 240-25 of the Code of the Township of Middletown governing recreation fees.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held on March 7th, 2022. Next, we have ordinance 2022-3333, ordinance establishing registration and maintenance requirements for vacant and abandoned properties within the township of Middletown.
Motion to introduce. Second.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Committeeman Clark, sorry.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hyde,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held on March 7th, 2022. At this time, I'd like to ask the Township Committee to adopt the consent agenda to include resolutions 22-77 through 22-91, bingo and raffle, and firefighter applications.
Motion to approve consent agenda. Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hyde,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt consent agenda.
All right.
Township Committee comments.
Township Committee comments. Committeeman Clark.
Congratulations to the girls swim team. It's an awesome thing to have an achievement at a high school level, any level, but especially as you're growing into the next version of your life. To have that behind you, gain confidence is something else. Other than that, good.
Okay. Committeewoman Kratz.
Just a quick moment to congratulate the girls swim team for sure. And also I wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate our 8th graders and our 11th graders that participated in our drug and alcohol prevention program and peer leadership program in district. It was successful and proud of them for completing the program. It was the first time it was offered this year, and we're proud that we were able to do so. So congratulations.
Thank you, Committeewoman Kratz. Deputy Mayor.
Yes. I was hoping John was still going to be here from Cedar V Cemetery. Just, Mayor, can you tell me, they shot muskets off last year, right?
Yeah, they did.
Really cool. What an amazing place that place is. We spent some time there, and then I was hoping that the mayor was going to jump a little higher with the musket shooting there. But great place. They did an amazing job. Got to give me a line for that one. And the congratulations to the South Swim team. I am a swim parent, so I know what that's all about, getting to meets.
Crappy timer.
I'm a very good timer, but it is very stressful. So congratulations to them. It's an amazing accomplishment. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Deputy Mayor. Again, congratulations to everybody. Thank you to Cedar V Cemetery for being here. You know, I've really gotten to know John, and I've known Rick Gefkin for a long time, and just great people. You know, great Middletown resident, Monmouth County residents. You know, John lives in the Navesink section. Rick's a longtime Monmouth County resident, and just two people who give a lot to the community. Just glad to have them. Glad to have them in Middletown and working to help Middletown. A couple things along with obviously recognizing Black History Month. I want to thank the American Jewish Council. I had a call with them last week or 2 weeks ago, and tonight we passed a resolution accepting the definition of anti-Semitism, which we obviously hope to never have to use within Middletown, but something that they were discussing with me, and obviously rising attacks when it comes to the Jewish community and the Jewish faith. And I just wanted to give them a shout out and thank their entire team for working with us to do it. Fortunately, hopefully we never have to utilize it. I hope that's the case. But we have to recognize that there is that hate out there towards those of the Jewish faith. One other item I just want to say, obviously all of us are watching the events unfolding in the Ukraine and Russia. And at the beginning of every meeting, we take a moment to pause and pray and take a silent moment to think about those serving at home and worldwide. And while we hope that cooler heads will prevail when it comes to the situation that is occurring in Asia and Europe, we hope and we pray that those service members of the United States and service members of those countries like the Ukraine who cherish democracy and liberty and freedom for all people, that they are kept safe in the next few days. With that being said, any member of the public wishing to make a public statement, I'll start here at Town Hall. We ask that you just state your name and address for the record. Any member of the public here at Town Hall that'd like to make a statement? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward here at Town Hall, any member of the public joining us via Webex that would like to make a statement?
Would like to make a
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, Paul Jansen, 152 Chestnut Avenue. I have a question and a comment. My question is, there's a sewer that appears to have failed. It's a storm sewer on First Avenue between Oakland and 36. I haven't been able to get any answers on the status of when that will be repaired. It has Middletown Department of Public Works cones around it. Can someone please tell me when that's going to be repaired? Currently, it's water is draining out of it and running down the gutter, which isn't a problem until it freezes. Then there's a big frozen ice slick on First Avenue.
Sure. Mr. Jansen, Ted has stepped up to the podium. Go ahead, Ted.
So that drainage inlet was supposed to be repaired as part of a construction project. There was a minor subdivision and a road extension.
Speak into the microphone, please. I can't hear you very well.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Just step closer to this thing.
Just talking to that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
So the drainage inlet in particular on First Avenue was supposed to be repaired by a private developer. The one that was doing the extension of Oakland Avenue off of First. There was a minor subdivision and 2 houses were supposed to be constructed there. That project, I guess the developer ran out of money and sold the project. So in the meantime, we're adding the construction or the reconstruction of that drainage inlet to our capital program. We have it so it is flowing, but there is some backup on that as well. So we're hoping to have that done as part of our capital program, within the next few months, actually, to have it totally reconstructed.
So you're saying somewhere around 3 months?
Well, we hope so. We're going to have somebody clean it out now to get the water flowing in the meantime, but the actual inlet itself will be constructed in a few months.
Okay, thank you very much. My comment at the mayor, Mr. Mayor, I observed the executive session, and during the end of the executive session, you made what you considered a joke about dead people voting and votes from the cemetery. And while it seems funny to you, it undermines our democracy and it gives credence to the big lie. And I would prefer if you didn't do that. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I would quote it. Brendan Byrne is who I was quoting. I wasn't making a statement. I was quoting former governor.
You made a joke about dead people voting. You shouldn't do that. It undermines our democracy and it gives credence to the big lie.
Did not at all.
You did. I saw it. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day. You're dismissed.
Okay. Dismissed. Got it. Brendan Byrne, I guess. Okay. Any other member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Seeing no other member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and adjourn. Second.
Second.
Committeeman Laurel.
Yes.
Committeewoman Karen.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hyder.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adjourn.
Have a good night, everybody.